I know that some of you have kind of rather complicated and cumbersome efforts. Since there are no direct rights from our respective countries to respect, some have to go a long way to get to Kigali. But we are here, and that is the most important thing. We thank God. I'm greatly honored to welcome you all to this Africa Regional Leadership Conference here in Kigali, Rwanda. On to thank Uganda, the Rwanda Lutheran Church for hosting this. At the beginning, when Reverend Elisa said, I want to welcome you to Kigali.
I would like to acknowledge the presence of the ELCA representative, Reverend Dr. Beriam Kasaul, Director of Continental Africa Desk, who is always making every effort to be with us. You are warmly welcomed, Bebe. We are called to reflect on how we can be inspired, or how we can inspire our people by hope to thriving churches in these challenging times. Is in a world of poverty and crisis is a profound and relevant topic that raises many ethical, social, economic, and spiritual reflections. I wish that this moment will lead us to reflect on what it means to be inspired by hope to thrive churches in these times of injustice. May the Holy Spirit lead us to fruitful reflections. On the behalf of the Lutheran World Federation Vice President for Africa, I declare open this Wednesday, May 13, 2025, the Africa Regional Leadership Conference, open in the name of the Father, the Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen.
So LWF is a communion of churches with 150 member churches, and we have 30 member churches here in the Africa region. And the purpose of this conference is to bring church leaders together and together reflect on the LWF new strategy and strategical priorities and how they are relevant in particularly in the Africa region.
What are those priorities?
Those priority areas are responsible theology, thriving churches, which emphasizes church identity as an inclusive church and a strong leadership formation. And then the third priority is justice and peace. And then the fourth priority is service and dignity.
We are gathered here as African Lutheran Church leaders from all over the continent. One purpose is just to bring the leaders, church leaders together and to discuss issues related to the work of the church here in our continent. But specifically, we are looking at the strategic plan of the Lutheran World Federation. What are the key issues and how the churches here in our region, Africa region, can implement according to our context, our respective contexts. One of the burning issues, for example, now is the issue of climate justice, which is really affecting most parts of the world, but especially Africa, and how is the church going to respond to this, and how is the church going to contribute to the action of mitigating the impacts of our climate change? And what message can we as African churches send both to our members, but also to the global community?
How is the gender and the youth who are integrated on the mission?
Oh, you can see even in the participation in this meeting, it is our policy that we should have a church structure which also includes the youth and women, for example. And you can see how they are represented here in this media. That is just to express what we stand for as a Lutheran communion. No one should be left aside, even when it comes to managing and the issues of the church.
Today we have some challenges, some issues. We are facing like a war in Africa, like false teaching in Africa. What is your contribution?
Well, I think our contribution really comes from our theology and responsible theology, which calls us to act as an agents for peace and reconciliation and also for justice. So to emphasize church's role in the public space as a peacemakers and mediators, those who can facilitate dialogue between people who may have different opinions, and to strongly stand up for peace and justice in our communities. I think that is the role of the churches to which we are called to.
Today we see some youth and women. What you do to integrate youth and women in your mission?
That is very key and central for our mission, so that all generations and both men and women are working together for the God's mission. So currently we are working on an intergenerational justice policy, which really try to bring young and older generation together to work on the God's mission, so that we don't only think that the young people are the future of the church, but realizing that they are already currently leading the churches, and they have a very key role in our church life.
In education and the capacity building, what is your contribution?
Well, we have different kind of capacity building programs led by the Communion Office. We have capacity building programs for church leaders in different levels, where we try to equip leaders for transformative leadership practices. We have a member church projects where member churches can apply a grant for a project which is relevant and needed in their churches. We offer scholarships both in theology and also in diaconia. We have a very popular program for young people, which is called Peace Messengers program. So by the many areas, we also coordinate training programs, which hopefully will be grassrooted in the local congregations as well. My message is that in the center of our new strategy is hope. So for us churches to be bearers of hope, to bring hope for our communities and people, not only whom we are serving, but who are living around us. So I think that is something that the world needs in these times.